you're like me who likes to spice things up and seldom gets but doing one thing over and over again, it's quite easy to dismiss routines. I mean, because why should you be confined or boxed in any form of way? Let me also say this, in one way or the other, we all engage in a form of routine, even if we do not expressly tag it as such. Take for example, no one suddenly wakes up one morning and says, okay, I don't want to breathe in through my nostrils anymore, I want to start breathing through my ear. Or walking on my leg is now a boring preconditioning and I want to start walking on my head. I'm sure you and I know that we've not seen people like that. So what if we put a little bit of intentionality and then we create a conditioned stimuli, which in turn leads to conditioned response? Stay tuned and I'll be explaining all of that in a bit. Alright, welcome back. In today's video, I'll be talking about the power of routines as regards your health and wellness. And generally, routines help us manage life, basically your health, stress, experiences, and all of that. One of the things that I've noticed is that when it comes down to health, when people want to, make that big change or that huge change, they often go for restrictive diets or just go hard on registering at the gym, and then they have this intense motivation, and suddenly after like a couple of weeks or months, or I don't even know if it gets 2 months anymore, the intense motivation just drops down, and then that's the end. And this has been the story of several people. Why does this even happen? I think that's because they often dismiss the power of routine that lead to habits. So they focus so much on the outcome that they don't focus on what they need to do to create that outcome. And I'll be breaking down 3 major points to help you if you fall in that category or if you know anyone that falls in that category. So the first one is conditioned stimuli resulting into conditioned response, like I said earlier on. It's an experiment carried by I.P. Pavlov, and basically it's to establish certain responses that occur as a result of certain stimuli. And so what he did was that he placed some meat in front of dogs, and that was an unconditioned stimuli. And basically the dogs just started to salivate because food is here. And then he began ringing the bell at the same time that he placed the meat in front of the dogs. Ringing the bell only did not elicit any form of reaction from the dogs. But when it was associated with placing the meat in front of the dogs whilst he rang the bell, it established 2 stimuli in the mind of the dog. So by continuing this process, ringing the bell only was enough to elicit salivation from the dogs, even when no meat was presented. And so in this way, the bell had become a conditioned stimuli, resulting in a conditioned or learned response. So now how does that apply to you? If you're going to put things in place, you might want to tie it to something else that you often do, something else that you seldom would do without a struggle. So for example, if drinking water is hard for you, you might want to say, okay, upon waking up in the morning, I'll drink a glass of water. And that way you create an habit alongside it. And over time, continuously, it's going to help you result into a conditioned response from that conditioned stimuli that you learned. But 2 points that help you identify your time teas. Because people often scroll through the day without being able to say, I did this or I did that. Or they like that they don't have time at all to exercise or time at all to just form a single routine or do something or just take a walk or stuff like that. So now when you identify your time teas through the power of routines, you know that, okay, I do this at this time, I do that at that time, I do that at that time. It helps you understand what is consistently stealing my time and how can I block this off so that I can make more room for other things, which in turn will lead to productivity. And now the third point would be, when you have a form of routine, it helps you just, manages all these health issues like anxiety, stress, and all of that. Because now nothing is just going to pop on you unannounced. Or at least it will reduce the rate at which things pop unannounced because you've created structures and systems into your daily routine, into your health routine or your health regimen that is going to in turn help you curb dealing with anxiety or dealing with stress when things suddenly just comes out of the blue, right? So all of these things are things that if you put in place, you would in turn enjoy your health, because once your life is arranged, you'll probably be able to make more time for your health, because most times you're just trying to attack the health itself and then you get less motivated. What if you put in intentionality into generally, creating a structure around your life, the power of routines, and in turn also help you with your health, as in how to drink water, how to eat healthy, what to do and what not to do. And like I said, you're not looking just to lose weight or to gain weight, but you already have so many structures in place that will make that outcome easy for you. this video was really helpful for you, let me know in the comment section. Also, ensure to like, share, and turn on your post notifications so that you can get more videos on health and wellness. See you in the next video. Bye.